Well, speaking of Voice of America, we broadcast in more than 40 languages around the world. In Africa, we can be heard in several languages, including English. And one of VOA's English TV programs is the news magazine show Africa 54.
A show not unlike our own show On Assignment in many ways. And the host of Africa 54 is Vincent Makori. I got the chance to chat with Vincent about the show and how it connects with viewers across the continent. Check it out.
Hello and welcome. I'm Vincent Makori and this is Africa 54. Africa 54 is a news magazine program. The program is a mix of big news, analysis of the news of the day, but also nice features and packages that look into some unique developments on the continent. Could be economic issues, social issues. VOA's Mariama Diallo takes a closer look.
One of the themes of this year's observance of World Press Freedom Day is the media's importance.
So when people hear this name, Africa 54, what does the 54 stand for?
Well, 54 stands for the African countries. They are officially 54 African countries, members of the African Union.
And that includes South Sudan, right? Which is
Exactly,
a new country.
that includes
Yes.
South Sudan.
Yes.
Yes.
So if another country comes along, you might have to change to Africa 55.
Maybe we may have to change to Africa 55. You just hope that the country is not going to be disintegrating into so many other countries,
Absolutely,
you know? Yeah,
exactly.
let it stay intact for now.
Tell us about the team that works on Africa 54 and what goes into putting the program together.
It's a fabulous team. I can say that almost everybody who is reporting on Africa and who is doing an English report or programming is almost working with us. So if we start with the correspondents on the ground, almost on a daily basis, we are getting good reports from West Africa, from East Africa, from Southern Africa, from our great and courageous reporters. For more on the missing schoolgirls, VOA's Heather Murdoch now joins us from Nigeria's capital, Abuja. Heather, hi. And then here in Washington, D.C., we have a fabulous small team, but we do a wonderful job covering stories that are relevant to our viewers in Africa. Joining us now is Africa 54 health correspondent Lino Madu. Hello, Lino.
Hello, Vincent. Hello, everyone. More than 60 people have died after drinking from a batch of illegal liquor in Kenya.
Well, we're evaluating that very, very closely.
One of your recent notable guests was Secretary of State John Kerry.
That's
You had
correct.
the chance to interview him.
Yes.
Tell us about that and what struck you about what he said.
It was very, very interesting interviewing him, and I think it was an honor. What I can say struck me about him is that he showed passion for the continent of Africa. We spoke about so many things, including the conflict in South Sudan and the Central African Republic and the terrorist attacks in Nigeria and East Africa. What is the U.S. doing right now to help that country?
Well, we're working very closely with our allies and with our partners and friends. We've been providing assistance. We've been providing direct lift, aircraft, other things to help people go in.
He personally said that some of these issues get so close to him. He's been so involved, for example, in South Sudan way before this current ongoing conflict, because he had an interest in seeing that South Sudan becomes an independent nation and that peace prevails in that part of the region. So you see passion from him on issues that affect human beings in Africa. It strikes you that it's not somebody who's just doing a job, but it's someone who is involved and touched by what's happening across the continent.
I talked to the leaders of Uganda, of Ethiopia, elsewhere.
You know, speaking about being touched by what's happening, you are from the continent yourself. You're from Kenya.
Yes.
So what's it like for you being a journalist here in the United States and being able to report on these issues related to Africa to Africans from here?
First, I think it's a great privilege to have an opportunity to be practicing journalism from here and focusing on my motherland, the continent of Africa. One unique thing is that it gives you this, I could say, wider perspective of the continent. I'm able to see what's happening across the continent from north to south, west to east, and have a kind of almost an outsider perspective, while at the same time being an insider with a certain deep understanding of the issues. We get a lot of feedback, and we are grateful that many people are watching the program from across the continent. For all of us in Washington, have a good night.
And our thanks to Mr. Vincent Makori for that look into Africa 54.